Hi Aquarius, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I'm going to pull some cards for you. For me it's Sun, Moon, and Rising, but also can be Mars and Venus, but different for the masculine and the feminine. So for the feminine it's your Mars, for the masculine it's your Venus. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times and then we'll get going. We'll see what we have. Okay, so it's November 7, 2019. For everyone watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Okay. So November 7, 2019 for Aquarius. Aquarius. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? So for Aquarius, the first card out is the Two of Swords reversed. Your challenge is the Moon reversed. The foundation is the Six of Pentacles upright. The recent past is the Three of Cups reversed. What's crowning for you is the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands reversed, and that's the surrenders. That's good. And the near future, or coming up, is the King of Wands. How you see yourself is the Seven of Wands, which is also the 33, the Christ vibration. And around you, or how others might see you, is the Hermit. All right, Aquarius, the blocks that you might need to work on right now have to do with the King of Pentacles reversed. And ending up at the Ace of Wands. Wow. All right, so I do a little bit of a hangman at the end. The connecting card is the Five of Swords guy reversed, so that connects to whatever's left hanging at the end of this, and that has to do with the Knight of Swords reversed hanging. So watch your passions, because it looks like it could get you into a little trouble there. I also pull a couple wild cards at the end, which I'll show you then. Yep. Okay, and the bottom is the Page of Pentacles reversed. So I'm going to see what's going on in this underlying energy with this Page of Pentacles reversed. Did I say Page of Pentacles the first time? I'm sorry. If I mess up my words, please forgive me. I got hit by a car a few years ago and my recall isn't as good as it used to be, and I'm Virgo, so I'm really affected by the Mercury retrograde. Alright, so very interesting here. So we had the tower event recently. This is the underlying energy. You had a tower event happen, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles here, reversed, and then you have finding peace up there. This could also be another person here. And then we have the next card is here, which is the Ace of Cups reversed, the Judgment reversed up here, and then the Page of Pentacles reversed. And that could be anyone. It could be somebody in need of help, an opportunity, or money. Ask a kid asking for money for sure. It started out with this tower event, which made the Queen of Pentacles upset, or had to do with losing money. She finally found peace with that, but then there's some kind of Ace of Cups moment here. So she could have been dumped, or there could have been some kind of love loss. We have these two back to back, both reversed, and they're neither cards that you want reversed. This has to do with deliberations or making a bad decision or a bad choice, some kind of bad judgment. As far as this could be somebody vomiting too, it could be a kid who's throwing up from drinking. It could have been, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles with the Tower could have been, you know, someone she had sex with. And maybe it ended up being a bad choice because maybe they dumped her. But either way, it's also about the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, which is definitely mother and child. It could be a partner who's much younger than her, acting like a child as well. But they're both reversed. So it feels like they're both at fault. or they're just mad at each other. So let's see where this is going. The recent past is the Three of Cups. Scam likely. Okay? Three of Cups reversed, alright? With a child reversed, alright? Definitely could be vomiting from drinking. The Queen of Pentacles thought we already covered this before, that this wasn't going to happen again, and it did. It could be drinking and out partying and a child. It doesn't have to be child, like I said, but someone's not making good judgments. And there's definitely, I'm not necessarily getting it's someone got dumped or a breakup. It's more about loving yourself first, and that drinking and throwing up isn't loving yourself. It also, the Page of Pentacles can also be an opportunist. It could be someone who never learns their lesson. And there's definitely some kind of, if it's not partying and overindulging, it could be gossiping, it could be third party, it could just be in school, being a third party in a situation. It doesn't have to be sexual, it could just be with their social world at high school or middle school, whatever it is, or even elementary school, but I'm not really getting that. But it also could be antisocial behavior. No social life, not being happy, and that's why they're doing destructive things. So it's interesting because Capricorn had a lot of children energy in it too. So the foundation has to do with sharing and equal relationships, right? Giving and receiving. And this definitely could be in a classroom with kids. And it could have been like a Halloween, giving out candy to kids that maybe some got more than others and it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. But this is a balancing. But this is balanced, but the Page of Pentacles is not balanced. They're mad because they're saying it's not fair, but it was fair. So the central energy is the Two of Swords reversed. So there, you have all the information you need to make a decision. But people feel off balance. Right here, when you're balanced and you don't know, you're happier, then the information comes in, it could throw you off balance a bit, but you have all the information to make a decision. Okay, so it is clear, clarity comes in. And the challenge is the deception. Okay? Or that somebody was out in the early morning hours before the sun came up. Out all night partying. So that could also be a partner who's in the doghouse because they didn't come, you know, they were out all night. All right, so somebody's surrendering. They're giving up. So it could be somebody's dumped because someone's giving up on a relationship. Or it's just a mother and child and they're conceding in the situation. Or it's that the child or this adult, whoever it is giving up on themselves. Because maybe they have a drinking problem. But what's coming up is the King of Wands. And he's looking over at the situation. And he's just sitting there like, really? Like, one more thing I have to deal with? And he's looking over, like, at the kid. Whoever was out partying and whatever they were doing was clearly wrong. He's like, you don't have a leg to stand on. You were out partying all hours of the night, getting sick. Did you sleep with somebody? Do you even remember if you slept with somebody? So he's kind of got that look on his face, like it's happened before. All right, so then we see you as Aquarius are standing up for yourself, defending yourself to others. Could be your parents, could be your partner, could be anyone, or just feeling attacked by the energies, like just feeling drained and like you can't crawl out of the hole that you're in. And trying to express that. Or this is the King of Wands. You're defending yourself too. But we have a Virgo energy, a hermit around you as well. You could be seen this way as someone who refuses to go out, but you're drinking at home alone, which isn't good. But this is upright. So you could have more than one person around you. You know, you could have this fire sign male, so it could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be a sun sign, right? So it could be anyone, really. But a fiery person. He's coming up as a fire sign. And then we have this wise hermit around. You could have a grandparent who lives with you, or it could be the mother in the situation. And they're both upright. And there's clarity in the situation, but there's also deception. And whoever this is has lied before. We have a Queen of Pentacles, a Page of Pentacles, and now as the block that you need to clear, Aquarius, has to do with the King of Pentacles reversed. This is a family now. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. And maybe the King of Wands doesn't want to associate with his family anymore. The King of Pentacles could be a Virgo. And the King of Wands could be the King of Pentacles reversed. It could be like a negative aspect of him as far as money, like he's all about money. He's like the man of passion, but that's all he ever pays attention to. He's not paying attention to the child. And so the mother may be saying this is why the child's acting up. It was just 11-11. Okay? So it's either that's an aspect of the King of Wands, it's an issue in the relationship, or it's a separate family. There's two different families battling. And the hermit's trying to make sense of it all. There is fairness here. There is balance as far as sharing. So maybe they can't figure out why this kid is having an issue, why there's a problem with them, why they're drinking, or why they're over-isolating and doing harmful things to themselves. So the King of Wands is above the Seven of Wands, which ends up with the Ace of Wands at the end. So it's igniting a new passion for the King of Wands. Whatever's happening with the Page of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles family is inspiring the King of Wands to surrender. So you could be the King of Wands, Aquarius, with a lot of fire in your chart. Or you could be the Aquarius partner with Virgo in your chart also, of the King of Wands, who's inspired to a new passion because of what they see with this child, whether it's their child or somebody else's child, or a third party, or some kind of overindulgence, or whatever their codependency or addiction is. And that could be the child's addiction, or again, like I said, it could be the adult. When they drink, they act like a child, or whenever they do this addiction or codependency, they're acting like a child. So it could be this King of Pentacles always like needs to be scolded like a kid, or it's his kid. So the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles reversed are all in line with all the information is in. It's clear there's deception here, and there's overindulgences, gossip, or third party going on. It's possible that the King of Pentacles is the father of the Queen of Pentacles and her child. And so the King of Pentacles could be the grandparent, Virgo, who lives with them. And so they're all reversed. They could be a family with a lot of addictions. And the husband is the King of Wands, and he's sick of this. He doesn't want to deal with this anymore. Or he's got a new passion, something to figure it out. But he's given up. He's surrendering. He's either surrendering to something good, to spending more time with his child, or he's surrendering the relationship and getting out because he can't take this anymore. So the connection to whatever's left hanging in limbo, Aquarius, is the Five of Swords reversed. And this has to do with post-war. So there's been a war, and the war always starts within. This is a need to apologize. So the King of Wands may be inspired by standing up for themselves without getting defensive, but in a calm way, but standing up for themselves. Maybe they don't usually stand up for themselves because they kind of just let everyone be happy. But he could find inspiration standing up for himself, or seeing this child stand up for themselves, and that maybe he doesn't do that. He's inspired to end the war, possibly apologize, not necessarily. And then what's left hanging in limbo here, which is 1414, which is the two temperance cards, or angels. So there's a lot of patience here. We have, and that could be patients too, if there's a medical situation, somebody is in the medical field for their living. We have the Knight of Swords reversed here, which can be someone biting their tongue, trying not to say anything harsh to the kids, or this is somebody, you know, lashing out, right? So somebody says, but here it's about ending the war. So it's really about ending the war by biting their tongue and apologizing if they don't want to. But what's even better after that is that then you have a happy home because you have the Four of Wands. It makes peace in the home again. Because the King of Wands is inspired. He's inspired to end the war. Even if there was lie, or maybe they want to end the relationship and they're both on the same page with that. They don't want to fight anymore. But maybe he was saying, no, I don't believe in divorce and all that kind of stuff. So he may have been holding on even though he wasn't happy. So then we have the happy home again, or at least the stable home. But there could be verbal abuse in this home. But then we also have the Leo card, or being strong, like taming your inner beast. So there's somebody in the situation, whether it's the King of Wands, or the family who has addiction issues, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page. He may need to hold his temper with them. They may need to tame their inner beast with, you know, flying off the handle when they're drunk or high or whatever it is, or when a child needs help. All right, so let's get some clarifiers here quickly and see what's going on. So I have the Kipper deck. Let's see what this read is supposed to be all about. For Aquarius, what's the point of this read today? What's really going on in the situation here? We have Leo, we have fire sign male, we have all of the earth signs for the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page, so lots of earth signs. Okay, so this has to do, and this can be connected to Capricorn because they had these two cards come up as well, but they had other cards coming up first. There's also adjudication here. All right, so it could be a child who got in trouble, and the father or the law doesn't know what to do with them. So this father could be either thinking about the child and what to do with them, or they could be thinking about another woman because they're breaking up their relationship or marriage, and there's a child involved. Or there's work involved. Maybe they have employees. Maybe there's an employee who's doing all this. There could be people partying at work or coming in drunk or whatever. It could be at home, but it also can be at work here. And it looks like it has to do with a female child. So the Page of Pentacles could be a female child. It's like to the masculine coming home and saying, I slave all day to come home to this. Yeah, so there's an official person and a message about the child. So the child might have done something wrong, or the court issues just has to do with divorce. So it could be either or it could be a work employee issue too, of not doing what you're supposed to be doing at work. So let's see what else comes up here. I'll clarify a couple cards with my Rider-Waite Mini. And there could have been a separate fight within that family of the Pentacles, the King, Queen, and the Page of Pentacles. There could have been a big fight with them that's not over yet. And then the King of Wands comes into the mix. So it can be a family, or it can be co-workers, I guess. Or maybe the King of Wands is separate from the family. Maybe it's a family business, and the King of Wands isn't part of the family, but he's the one who's keeping it together there. Or it could be teachers at school as well. So let's see here. What is the Two of Swords? What clarity has been received here? We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So it's like someone's come to save the day. The loyal servant who always shows up when everything else goes awry or gets screwed up. Bad timing. To choose another path. Okay. So there is help here, and there's someone who wants to choose a new path and come together with this other person, but it's not time. Alright, so that could definitely be breaking up in a relationship. Could have to do with school projects, work projects, anything like that. But it's either a twist of fate and it's bad timing, or in a downturn, there's no money for it, or it's literally just not time yet for the new path to take place. Because this person's walking away too. We have the 8 of Cups. So somebody's walking away. And it looks like they're walking away from the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which is in the read. Actually could be walking away from 2 people. Okay, they could be children, or they could be 2 different women in the situation, but he could be walking away from both. A secret might have come out. They could be 2 children that are grown. Also could be 2 sisters, right, of the situation on either side of the family. And then we have the Page of Wands coming up there too. So either someone who wasn't using their intuition, with the Queen of Swords reversed there, or the secret's out about someone who's secret, who inspires this King of Wands. Or maybe their unhappiness inspires them to new things, to end the war. But that's the clarity. What's the deception? The Moon reverse. Why is that the challenge for Aquarius? The Queen of Wands. She's the deception. She's the challenge. Right? Getting over it. Alright? So whether it was cheating, addictions, whatever it is, the King and Queen of Wands are upright. All the Pentacles families are reversed. So it could be a war between the families. The Montagues and the Capulets, the War of the Roses, all that kind of thing. And the Queen of Wands is over it. She's so over it. She's not even reversed, she's so over it. But she's going to offer help. She's over loss or regret, guilt or shame, whatever's been happening here in a deception. So she might have done something at work, or somebody else might have. But this is her getting over the Knight of Pentacles, or she is the Knight of Pentacles offering help in the situation. But it's not the right time. It's not the right time. So he could be the King of Wands could be walking away from the Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess, and the Page of Wands, or that could be his inspiration. So he could be walking away from like 2 or 3 women and children to go on a different path, but it's just not time yet for Aquarius. So Aquarius, why are you 7 of Wands? The Devil, this I'm still going, but the Devil reverse came up, so just so you know. You could need to detox, or you could be detoxing in an awakening, or somebody could have a big head. This is, alright, so here's the war. This is either someone with a new idea, an awakening. Maybe you have ideas that nobody listens to. Somebody's always fighting you on your ideas, and they're impatient with you when you have ideas. Or you're awakening, or you have a big head, and they are irritated with you because you have a big head. But the impatience or the fallen angel has to do with the King of Cups reversed. Alright? So a lot of people here. And the King of Cups reversed is coming up as a Leo. That could be somebody else too. Has to do with this family here. It's a wealthy family or dysfunctional family who's losing money, or they're just dysfunctional, maybe lost a family member, but trying to be strong. He's emotionally detached and or manipulative, or just, not someone you want to be around. Or he's just trying to be strong, and he's emotional because he's trying to be strong because everyone else may not know that they're losing a lot of money. And the King of Wands then comes up reversed. Okay? So the King of Cups and the King of Wands may be related within the family. Could be different parts of the family, but there's definitely a fight going on there. Like I said, and then after that, the Ace of Wands comes up soon after that. So we have the Judgment reversed again. Look, all the cards that came up in the read came up again here. Okay, So having to do with the King of Wands, who's reversed here. Non-judgment or deliberation or bad judgment, poor decisions, holding on to what little is left here, right? Or just grounding and saving and trying to be practical. And then here's, by doing that, new inspiration is then offered, but it comes out of deception. So this offer may be, like the Queen of Wands is offering something, it may actually be too good to be true. She's not really going to, either she's lying or she's not really going to hold up her end of what she's offering. So why do you have the Ace of Wands at the end? The Two of Pentacles reversed, and the Wounded Warrior surrendered, and the family. Alright, that could be the end of an emotional cycle or the end of a family. Or just the family's really unhappy. Someone's giving up, surrendering, somebody tripped up, or they're now dropping the facade to break patterns. They're not going to deal with this anymore. We have a 10. Well, this is a 9, so it's close enough. They're giving up and surrendering. And we have an end of a family or emotional cycle in a Tower moment. Then the Tower comes up, okay? But it's the end of the war, so it's good. Someone's biting their tongue to keep the home stable right now. With the Leo, and are just needing to be strong, taming their beast. Any fire with the fire energy of the King and Queen of Wands. So the family may be there to help, the King and Queen and Page of Pentacles, but they may be kind of like freaked out dealing with them, or they could be the ones with issues or losing money, or whatever the overindulgence is could have to do with money. And in Capricorn, somebody was like all of a sudden just spent a whole lot of money for no reason. So there could definitely be a relationship there. All right, just a numerology card and then get going. I don't want to go too long. So, in the numerology deck, I think the Pentacles family looks like they're either just really ungrounded by the whole situation between the King and Queen of Wands and their relationship, but they're both upright. The other family is all unbalanced, or they've lost a lot of money. The King and Queen of Wands don't seem to be affected by the loss of money as the others. All right. New beginning and compassion and change. So there's definitely some kind of breakup and needing to have compassion for each other. So whether it's just families breaking up or relationship breaking up. All right. There's a need for compassion, new beginnings, and change. Compassion is 99. 99 bottles of beer on the wall comes up for that, so there definitely could be alcohol issue. New beginnings is 1 as the Magician. Okay, and that's really matching the King of Wands. And then the change is the 5 of expansion and freedom, change, but also can be the Hierophant energy of the old way of doing things. So somebody may be stuck in their old ways and things need to change. So whether it needs to be a whole revamping of a business or a family, or there's definitely a breakup or a breakdown of a group. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you, Aquarius. Leave me a comment if you have something to tell me. Make sure to subscribe and like if you like it. And rise and be loved, guys. Bye.